Hello and welcome to Juforade. I'm your host, Juforade, and today I'm just here to talk to you guys about one of my favorite things to do when I'm just sitting around doing absolutely nothing but I got my cell phone with me, and that's playing app games. And yes, I'm actually recording the actual game with actual decent quality on my computer. You see, I never knew that you could actually record using QuickTime Player on a Mac. And all you need to do is just connect your phone, and after that, you click in the corner, share the screen, and then create new movie, and then boom, you can actually choose your iPhone and the audio from your iPhone as recorded, actual footage. It's actually really mind-blowing because I had this ability this whole time and I never actually used it. Anyway, the reason why I'm here tonight is not only just because I feel like making a video, but mainly because I'm here to talk to you guys about just app games in general and why do we need them, and can we consider an app game a full-fledged actual game instead of just considering it just, an arcade title or just something, blow off time. The reason why I'm asking this question is mainly because of Pokemon Go. That game blew up out of nowhere, and a lot of people are really loving it. But there are some people hating on it because of the real life problems that it's creating. But me, I'm actually not a really big fan of it just because you can't just sit in your room and play it. Yes, you could catch Pokemon, but it's meant for you to go out and actually travel and catch Pokemon that way. But me personally, I was just always just the kind of guy that liked to be able to travel within his own freaking Game Boy and not within the real world. But I wanted to talk about Pokemon Go and just wanted to see if you guys actually think, is that an actual real Pokemon game? Because let's face it, that game is a phenomenon. Pokemon Go is basically an app that actually allows you to play Pokemon, but unlike the actual games for the pocket Nintendo consoles. So basically it's not a full-fledged Pokemon game, however, it's a Pokemon game on your iPhone or your Android. And I was just wondering, can we actually consider it a full-force Pokemon game? And my actual, not necessarily answer, but my hypothesis, I can't speak, I don't know how to pronounce hypothesis, is that the game is actually going to be the future. And by that I mean I can actually imagine Pokemon, or the creators of Pokemon, Satoshi, them thinking that now that we got Pokemon going mobile, we can actually bring the actual full-fledged gameplay to the actual app. Which, yes, you can actually battle Pokemon on this app, but I've yet to actually do it. But can we actually consider the funnest part about this game, and that's going out and actually capture Pokemon, a main component of Pokemon itself? Is that the main part of the game? No, but that's the one that's mainly advertised, and yes, it's great to trade with other people, and that's what it's about, collecting the Pokemon. But is that going to be now the main focus once they bring over more and more, elements from the actual Pokemon game into Pokemon Go? And would we be seeing an actual Pokemon Go, Pokemon Go Blue and Red version, versus would we just see a normal Pokemon Go app, and then on the side for the Nintendo NX, we'll get a new Pokemon full-fledged game for that? So basically I'm asking, are full-fledged Pokemon titles going to come to the Game Boy app? To the iPhone app? Or is it going to completely stay on a Nintendo console and it's only going to be a full-fledged Pokemon game there? As weird as that sounds, I'm not actually showing any actual Pokemon footage. Even though I've been playing the heck out of the game, I actually wanted to make some more I wanted to catch more Pokemon first before showing it off. But you can't sue me because I'm playing another popular game right now, which really isn't popular, but is just being viral because of JonTron actually played it, and that's Dungeon Monster Hunter, or Dungeon Hunter 5, I believe. And yes, this game is actually really cool, and I think this is actually one of those games that actually stand on the outside of the barrier of being a full-fledged game and being an app game at the same time. Unlike some of these other games like, say, Angry Birds, freaking Bubble Bobble. That's basically what it is. But you know what? I guess technically all these games are considered full-fledged games when you look at them as of what type of game are they. Are they just puzzle games? Are they role play games with some, some interesting elements using the touch screen? We can't really judge these games unless they have like a full-fledged storyline that you're supposed to play from start to finish. But app games weren't meant for that, so a lot of creators aren't going to mean it. Or they're not going to create games meant to be played for a long period of time. They're only going to make games meant for being played for a short period of time. Yet, nowadays we don't need to do that anymore, and people would like to play games for a long period of time on their iPhone. And as time goes on, we're running out of dedicated pocket consoles anyway, so now our phone is basically being that. But does that mean that's our main gameplay console, and can that only satisfy us when we're playing freaking big games or little games? And I believe the question, or just the answer to the question, is yes, we can consider any app game a complete full-fledged game. Because some aren't, but some are. I guess it all depends on the developer. But at the same time, though, I want to know what kind of games that you guys play. Are they full-fledged app games, or are they just small, little ones? Or do you guys just enjoy the simple arcade games or the long storyline RPG approach to your app games? So tell me, leave in the comments, what type of app games do you play, and what are your favorites? Right now, one of my favorites is Hero Tactics 2. It's basically just a tactic RPG where you just line up your soldiers, they go over, and it's a kind of a tower defense game, but your units are your defenders. So there's some tactician and a lot of freaking button mashing on the touchscreen, but hey, it's the type of RPG kind of games that I like for my iPhone. Leave in the comments some of your favorite game, you guys, and tell me, do you guys consider app games full-fledged games? Leave it in the comments, and I will be talking to you guys later on this week about more stuff.